Over 2,500 years ago, a prophet described something in the sky so strange, modern readers can't help but compare it to a UFO encounter. His name was Ezekiel, and his vision, recorded in the Bible itself, describes a massive, wheel-like structure descending from a storm, glowing, spinning, and full of eyes. The text describes 4 living creatures, a fiery whirlwind, and wheels within wheels that moved in every direction without turning, guided by what Ezekiel called a spirit. For most of history, theologians interpreted this as purely symbolic, a divine vision meant to represent God's glory and presence. But in the modern era, a very different interpretation began to spread. Some researchers, including engineers and ancient astronaut theorists, have pointed out that Ezekiel's description matches almost point for point what a modern
was an ancient prophet writing thousands of years before airplanes or rockets, actually describing technology he had no words for? Of course, this interpretation remains heavily debated. Most biblical scholars firmly maintain that Ezekiel's vision was meant as spiritual and symbolic, deeply rooted in Hebrew prophetic tradition, not a literal encounter with a physical craft. And it's worth noting, Ezekiel himself never claims to have seen a physical vehicle. His account is explicitly framed as a vision, a spiritual revelation, not an eyewitness account of an object landing before him. Still, the comparison persists, generation after generation, because the language is so strikingly mechanical for an ancient religious text. Whether it was a divine vision, a symbolic representation of power, or something else entirely, one thing is clear. Ezekiel described something that thousands of years later, we still don't have a simple explanation for. Follow the hidden epoch, because sometimes the oldest texts raise the newest questions.